Real day one, ain't a lot of us. Mom worked 2 jobs, it was hard for us. Me and sis made it out, now she proud of us. They didn't teach me how to rap in those private schools. Wasn't like my rich friends, had a lot to lose. Less money, less options, lot of rules. So when that first deal came, it was opportune. And shorty got potential, I scout that. She say she in love, but I doubt that. Maybe it's the clout. I get love in the north, I get love in the south, yeah. Shorty claims she a feminist.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and our home team. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And fights through one man. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. First carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Second down, Mayfield. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The reception good for 7. It's third down. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. They got a man. It's Woods. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Mayfield on first down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience is early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their open drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Check 50, check 50.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball is arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch. Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's Wilson to throw. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
14.
On third down, Wilson. And Adams has it, complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is, finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back in the...
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Trey Hendrickson coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
14.
From the shotgun, Wilson. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And Forbath will put this one through, and the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the gun, Mayfield, incomplete.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Detroit! Gun!
Throwing, Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. And out now come the Vikings. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Play action. Now Wilson. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Now a pitch out to Kamara. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Detroit!
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. That's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over.
Tempo. Go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, and they've got it here with a 1st down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Eluding the pressure, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And he's going to go down again. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now Wilson rolling to his right. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. This is caught. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Now they'll run. Murray. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Wilson. He'll buy some time right, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal. To throw is Wilson. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. Play action. It's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
And Forbath will put this one through, and they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We've got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now a second down throw for Mayfield. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
No. Check. Patriot. Detroit.
First down, Mayfield. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Everson Griffin in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Now let's go. Green 39.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back here right after this. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And now he'll tuck it and run. Room to run inside the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
The sack on first down took him out of a traditional running play and put him in a passing situation, but didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way and picks up the first. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. A give. This is Kamara. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Another timeout called by the Vikings now, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield dancing to his left. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will knock things up here late in the first half. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Final play of the half, it's Wilson. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, all even through one half of football as we get back underway in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
14.
They go play action here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play. Now Wilson on first down. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Detroit! Detroit! Hot! Hot!
Second down, Mayfield. Steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Mayfield. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has some...
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is recovered in the end zone by the defense. My goodness, what a late turn of events here. So many times, tight games decided by one big play. A lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know, head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Vikings now heading onto the field. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
On first down, Wilson under pressure, and they got to him again.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's had himself a game.
On second down, Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Come on,
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First target, first catch, and a first down. Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Again, Wilson. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
To throw again is Wilson. They'll roll him, and he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Russell Wilson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have tied it. They can grab the lead with a PAT. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Saints on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is third and 11.
Detroit! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That's complete to Meredith. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield now on second down. Complete. Smith has it. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth. The Saints on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the gun, Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Going for the deep ball. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Gun. 14.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Wilson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And some room to run now. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
go work. Let's go to work. There.
Now Wilson on second down. Over the middle to Beckham. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
14.
On second down, here's Wilson. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
14.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. He finds his target, Beckham. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning.
Let's go get it, baby. Let's go. Oh. Let's go, 14. Let's go, 14. 9.
Wilson to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Time for a break. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. He's going to field this at the 4. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
He's back to throw. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Important extra point up and through, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. Back to throw.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the two-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
Wilson wants to throw it. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Now Forbath for the extra point. Forbath, the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Smith. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. First down, Mayfield. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Eric Kendricks in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. Now a second down throw for Mayfield. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
Mayfield looks to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Mayfield now from the 50. On the crossing route, complete. That's Roberts. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A first down throw from Mayfield. Right side complete. That's Woods. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.